I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Who are you?
Hey, this is Matt. Once again, we're about to another video. There's another paid request, this time from Charles Turner. And for those interested in requesting, could be pretty much any type of video or topic, reaction, review, re-review, whatever. Feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. Now, this is someone called You Can't Tape My Daughter, which is a 2020 Lifetime Channel film. And while watching it, I really did not know what to make of this film. I mean, first off, it's a Lifetime Channel movie. Even Sci-Fi Channel films kind of have more watchability than a Lifetime Channel film because they're kind of glorified soap operas. But it was hard for me to get mad at this movie because at the very end of the film, it tells the real life story that this is based on there's the real person this is based on, Annalyn Medicine and her daughter, and they show a real picture of them, and, this is based on her real story. So problems I have with the script, I'm like, well, if that's how it really happened, can I really get mad at that? And honestly, the real story, at least where I saw it, which was the movie, and then they show like a little bit of what really happened. As in the idea of, what's it called? The Rape Survivor Child Custody Act in 2015 that became federal law. I would say that was the most fascinating part of this movie, is learning about that. The idea of if you got raped by someone and if they didn't get to jail, if you're pregnant and have the baby, based on law, they being the rapist, but still being the father of that baby, they could get visitation rights, part custody. And I'm sitting there, I'm going, what the fuck? But that real thing? I would say, no matter what my thoughts on the film is, as a guy who honestly is dumb about that, doesn't know much about that, it was interesting to learn a couple things about that subject matter that I did not know beforehand. I never knew that was a thing, and that's really fucked up. And they tell a little bit of the real. And that's the thing, it's like the real story, like a real life documentary, I think would have been better than the movie. I mean, that's just my thought process on it, because that was the best part of it, was the real story where one woman whose rapist was given visitation rights, And the court states that they still want a family unit, even though the rapist did what the fuck he did. Hey, a family's better than no family. A father's better than no father. And it was laws that needed to change. I'm like, no shit. So then the Rape Survivor Child Custody Act, where that was no more of that bullshit. And okay, it's hard to get mad at the rest of the movie when you see this stuff at the end. And you know, you see the real Annalyn medicine that this is based on, and the real daughter, you know, grown up, who's supposed to be, you know, a baby then a little kid in this. Still, with that said, the movie itself, this woman going into law school, her mom is played by Kirstie Alley, which she was rather over the top, very southern. She sounded like a female Foghorn Leghorn. I say. That's what Kirstie Alley, who I like Kirstie Alley. I remember from Runaway with Tom Selleck. She was on the TV show Cheers. You know, she's been in other stuff as well. But I don't know if that's how her mother really sounded. Okay. Can I really get mad at that? But Kirstie Alley, our lead goes out for drinks. One day, gets home, a guy breaks in, rapes her off screen. Which I guess is a positive of being a Lifetime Channel movie, as they're not going to go into those dirty details, which is fine. Talks to cops, and the cops literally said, "Oh, we don't need to do a rape kit. You know, you knew the identity of this rapist. We don't need to do a rape kit." What? It's almost like I would rather watch this with a commentary with the actual person, and like, this is, yeah, that happened. A cop really did say that. Yes, this really happened. That's how it really turned out. Because if that's the case, whoever the fuck that cop is who said you don't need a rape kit, calm down. Even as a law student, you'd be like, what the fuck you talking about, Scooter? Yeah, I need a rape kit. I also need a butt master, a thigh master. And you would call me master. What the fuck? Get the fuck out. Well, I guess I should say that because I think the top was black. So probably not that part with the master, but at least a thigh master and a butt master. So maybe not that part. I forgot. The top's black, so that'd be the wrong type of thing. It's a joke, guys. It's a joke. Relax. Fuck's sake. But Kirstie Alley's a very southern mom. And it's like, you sure you want to go through this case? Everybody will know. And it'll be humiliating to me. So a real bitch of a mom. Oh, let's put some makeup to hide your bruises on your face. So then she gets grappled in a parking lot. And my question is, there's no security in this parking lot? You go out to take a piss, there's a security camera, but maybe not. And then this guy kept coming into her home. I'm like, get a fucking tape recorder. She finally does at the end. It took you 8-10 years to think of a tape recorder? I thought of that. I could have told you I saved you 8 years of hardship. Buy a fucking tape recorder. And that's what happens at the end. She had a tape recorder. I was also going to say a video camera. Set up a video camera. Even if you can't afford a security, like, set up a video camera. And if the guy, lead him to the room where the video is, you know, record each night, and then you rewind it next day, record it again. I don't know. Invest in tapes. I don't know. If you're that worried about it, it'd be worth the investment. It'd be cheaper than maybe buying a whole security system. Or even the tape recorder, which finally she does. I'm like, yeah, that's what I said like an hour ago. So she's gotten pregnant. She's going to keep it. That's understandable. Some people are like, oh, how could you keep it? It was still part of her. Still, it's not the baby's fault. And it's not the woman's fault. It's this cocksucker's fault. And the guy keeps breaking in to the point of, God, this is getting ridiculous. But someone even goes, why don't you buy a gun? No, that's not for me. What the fuck? What do you mean not for you? Then do it for the baby. Shoot him in the face. Shoot him in the dick. Shoot him in the prick. Shoot him up the ass. Maybe, let's do something, man. Woman. Goddamn. And this is like an hour and 20-minute movie, but it goes through a lot of years in this short film. Kid goes from her getting raped, and then going 9 months pregnant, then having the baby, then the girl is like 8 years old, and we're like halfway through the film. I'm like, wow, this... It's funny, it's like going really fast, but then it's kind of boring. I mean, this one was I'm watching, it's like, it's not a long film at the very least. It's only 80-some minutes. The acting, kind of in between. Is it good? Is it bad? It's there. I've seen much worse. But you gotta understand, I've seen Feeders, Feeders 2, Newty, The Amazing Bulk, Robo Vampire. What was that one that tried to be Blade? Vampire Assassin? I forgot what the hell it was called, actually. It was like a $2 version of Blade. I forgot what it was called. I've seen some shit. So, in between. Because it got to a point like, wow, we've jumped 8 years now? And, you know, it's not a thriller in the... That's the thing, it's based on a true story, so it's not going to be a movie where there's going to be this big fight with the rapist and beat him up and shoot him, blow him away. It's not that kind of thing. At all. As my nose is itching. Sorry. But it's more about this court case, and the guy gets probation, and the guy wants custody. She talks with this sensei for a bit, which we don't really... I don't remember us seeing like her being taught moves. It's more she just talking to the sensei. Because then the guy stares her again, and she does a punch or two. Oh, you've been working on some self-defense. I don't remember seeing her do self-defense. She talked to a sensei. She finally records him saying stupid shit. Spoilers. You know, spoilers. Plays the tape recorder. Judge is like, okay, case is closed. Fuck the child custody. In fact, we're going to reopen that case, the rape case. And then the movie kind of just ends. I go, oh, that's... I guess that's the end. I mean, you would get more excitement out of a Law and Order episode, and it'd be a shorter... But that's the thing, if this is based on a true story, if that's how it worked out, then can I really blame the movie for that? That's the thing with the movie. Whenever you have a movie that's based on a true story, there's always that idea in your head, well, what's actually true, what's not, what's stretched for fiction, what's not stretched for fiction. And I don't know, especially for someone that's sensitive of a topic as rape and rape survivor kids and all that stuff. You know, the Child Custody Act. I'm ignorant on that factor and on Annalyn Megison's. Apparently, she, at the end, they have a picture of her and her daughter in real life, and she must have approved what happened. I mean, like the script, I should say, the movie approved what happened during the course of this movie. Like, yep, that's acceptable to be released out there. If it wasn't, she'd probably be like, nope, you can't do it, otherwise I sue you. So it's not really the type of movie I'd go and watch. It's real. I mean, at least with a fictional movie, you can have that satisfying, blow the rapist away with a gun, that is, not the other blow. But like something like that, that'd be satisfying. Or beat the fuck out of him, break his nose, break his nuts, tear him off, and sew him in his fucking mouth or up his ass. Uh, do a fucking Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, put him on a hot poker, shove that up his ass until his nose is red. Make him rub some fucking cocaine until his nose is red, and then he'd be a true Rudolph. Whatever the fuck your prerogative would be. But if I did that movie, it wouldn't be based. It'd be like, wow, this is like if, I don't know, if I made the movie, maybe if Canon Films did based on a true story of this, and that'd be how a Canon Films movie would end. That sort of side hit the desk. At the very least, it brought up an issue that I did not know about before, but now I know a little bit. The Rape Survivor Child Custody Act, which again became in effect in 2015. And like I said, the story at the end, like the movie's over, and then I just where I saw it, they recorded this extra bit. And like I said, watching a 25 minute documentary about this act, I think would be more fruitful than this movie. But because again, you're watching, well, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? You don't want to get a gun. What the fuck? Why don't you want to get a gun? Get a fucking camera. Just have it record. Change the tape. Get a fucking tape recorder. Oh, you finally did at the end of the film. Why didn't you do it sooner? All this other stuff popped in your head. And the acting is there. Again, I've seen much better. I've seen much worse. The story does feel kind of rushed because, again, you're going through... I mean, if you add in 9 months of pregnancy and then the stuff beforehand, probably 9 years worth, and the first, 30, 40 minutes. But at the same time, maybe it just isn't my type of movie. But like I say, it's hard to get mad at the film. I don't know what the fuck else to say. I really don't. But in all seriousness, I'm glad the act came to be. Because the fact that a rapist was able to do that is so insane I believe it, sadly. So insane I believe it. And I'm glad things changed. This is bullshit. If you don't rape a woman, no, you don't deserve to be a dad. You deserve to be someone's daddy in prison. As in one of those submissive daddies that you fucked in the ass. That's what you deserve in prison. And they use a bar of soap and a cream puff and a screw. You put them together MacGyver style, and you use your own imagination with a tube sock, a piece of toilet paper, a dead rat, and a thimble. Then you put all that together, be MacGyver style, you figure it out while you bent over crying for mama. That's what the motherfucker deserve, not to have custody of this kid. Fuck the people who do that. You can kiss my ass. But yeah. With that said, I don't know how else to end the review. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.